Welcome back to the show tonight, Twitch, and we are gonna find out what happens after the battle. Travis, what's going on?
Yeah, so you guys managed to take down this hobgoblin after killing all of the jackalwares that he was leading. And yeah, what is going on? What are you guys doing? You managed to football slash hockey tackle him and cold cock him in the face. And yeah, I think he's kind of dazed on the ground. Are you tying him up? What's the plan here?
Well, I plan to go retrieve the sword before I forget.
Okay. And do you get your scythe and then give the sword back to Caven?
Pretty much.
Cool.
Shake you.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad of an idea is it how bad of an idea do I think it is to, cut off one of his hands to send him a message?
I can't tell you the results of your actions before you take them.
Alright. I turn to the
actually,
party, and
I
I'm
think we
like,
see you pulling out a dagger.
should I cut off his hand to send him a message?
No.
Well,
no,
maybe
no.
after he wakes up.
I think he's got the message.
Are we sure, though?
You guys want to hear at least about what my conversation was before we start cutting hands off?
Maybe.
I feel like I heard it already, but sure. Tell me.
Damn, Rook, you were always hardcore, but jeez.
I don't know.
Start with
I don't
fingers. Did I teach you nothing?
I don't think we go real
big or go
hard
home.
unless he's being particularly recalcitrant. But what we do need is to convince him it's hopeless and convince him that it's better for him to give up his boss, who he's here instead. The gnome, we don't know. I couldn't figure out where he was. He's not here, though I tried.
Well, this little shit. And I
We
point,
have to move quickly,
hobgoblin.
though, and he's a hobgoblin. I don't know how effective torture is against hobgoblins. They are cruel and easy to rage, not very rational creatures.
What about Mizuti or our other friend? Do you have any kind of
Violet.
Violet?
Mi-
Do you have any way
Mizuti
of...
shakes her head and says, I can do some healing magic and a little bit of ice and fire, but I thought Durian always had a way with words.
We got the ways of words. We want some ways of magic.
I mean,
I can
hurt
heal him after she cuts his hand off.
As can
You
I.
know-
Kagan.
So could I. So see, we're good.
By the way, Mizuti,
You know, that's not a bad idea.
I think I want some of those
Again,
arrows
guys,
you got.
what we need to do is convince him that giving us information on the gnome is more important, or is worth more to him than dying. So, how do we keep him alive? Where do we send him?
Well,
We
you
promise him
could-
jail.
No.
well, first you could start with the fact that you killed his other boss. Because this guy was with the half dragon in the kidnapped place, wasn't he?
That's true.
I'm sure he knows about that. I don't think he's afraid of us. I mean, my point is that he's got nothing to lose right now. We need to make it so that he has something to lose.
Yeah, he thinks
I
we're
mean-
gonna kill him anyways, no matter what. So why rat
Well,
out
I
his
mean,
boss?
keeping him alive isn't a bad idea actually, because he would make great testimony and evidence for Lady Wasantha.
I think the dead, if all goes to plan, like the dead dragon's gonna be evidence enough, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a dragon's just a dragon. You
Just-
know, we need to be able to tie them.
I'd turn to Mizuti and be
Well-
like, just a dragon, Mizuti. No worries.
Yeah, I think we just need to kill a dragon.
It's never
Nina.
just a dragon.
Nina, or excuse me, Thea. Your network has been hunting the Black Fang for a long time.
Yeah, she nods and says,
Do you have
we
somewhere
were...
we could send a mid-ranking, organizer, some group who could imprison him?
She shakes her head and says, no one's really around to help. Was the only one in the area, well, and the general, but I think he's bringing a report back to the rest of our kind.
Well, we could see him this hobgoblin brought back to Lady Lasantha, who could organize a armed prisoner escort back to your general. Maybe the threat of that at least is enough to scare up some information.
She shrugs and says, I'm sure she could, but I don't know what you're trying to get out of this.
I'm just trying to see how to sway him. I mean,
I think at that point he starts like groaning. Oh, what happened? Who are? Oh, you again. I'm surprised you survived.
Where's your boss?
He kind of looks around at the group and says, "Hey, you little girl. I see Desneth left you with a little token of his esteem." He's pointing at your neck scar, Nina.
Yeah, well, I guess we got the last laugh on that one when he's, dead.
He's dead. You're dead. Your friends, your families, you're all dead.
Does Durian still have the brass knuckles, by the way?
I don't know. Durian, what'd you do with them?
I still got him on.
I have them.
Yeah, I tossed them to Nina. That's fine.
I just thought slowly putting them on in a similar manner that he was doing to fake Durian just before.
Yeah, he just laughs. Says, "You'll be getting worse than that, then this is over."
And then the second I finish putting it, I just smack him one in the jaw.
Nice. Yeah, there's like a kind of wet crack, and you see him like move his jaw around and spit out a couple teeth. Go ahead, little girl. Do your worst.
No, I just felt like doing that because she reminded me of a bad incident.
You have a choice here. You can die painfully and slowly now, or we could put you in chains and lock you away and let some magistrate deal with you. Slow, painful death, give us your boss, and then you get,
Get what?
well, your life and whatever you can argue out of from some judge or court.
Argue. I think a short drop and a sudden stop's all I'll get.
Yeah. The chance of living, of getting out, of wriggling out and doing whatever it is you want to do, that's...
Fuck you, pointy ears.
Hey,
Smack.
yeah. We have plenty of talent here to keep you alive for a long time as we begin to take you apart piece by piece. Do you want to go down that road?
Go ahead. Come on, girl. Hit me like you love me.
I just look over at Thea and Fawn, and I say, like, I give up a little.
Thea's like shaking her head, like, what are you doing?
I mean, I know exactly what he's trying to get us to do. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna pull out. Who do I pull out? What do I want to use?
Yeah. So like you guys are getting the idea. Like Torch is gonna get nothing out of this guy.
I don't care. Doesn't matter. My alignment might be shifting slightly, but that's okay.
Yeah. I think
in that case, I think we see Fawnelin pull out several sharp implements, and I think we'll fade to black, and it's a few minutes later. There is a corpse that's bled out on the ground.
Well, no, I wasn't gonna kill him. I was just gonna cut off his fingers.
Travis is saying that he wasn't gonna talk.
I'm saying torture is not going to get you anything.
Yeah, he's not gonna talk.
You're rude.
Yeah, so like
I was gonna say.
that tactic is not going to work. Do you guys try something else, or do you just kill him?
Yeah, I was gonna actually try something else.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna kill him. I was just gonna cut off.
We take off a finger and then resume tape, Travis.
All right.
You might So you might own Neff or something, but you don't owe that little gnome anything. What harm is there telling us where he is?
You don't even know what's going on. You have no idea what's in store for you. Oh.
Oh, and I
Wish
don't really care.
you
I just have a grudge against the gnome.
If it's already set up
Him?
against us, it
He's
doesn't.
nobody. Ha!
He's someone who's
Wandered
pissed me
into
off.
this woods for nothing.
Not nothing. And I look around at the bodies.
He shakes his head and spits out some more blood and says, "Run. That's my recommendation. Run. See how many years you can get out of life before she finds you."
We already beat her back off once. I think we can take her again. Half our numbers, too. Half of these numbers. She doesn't know what's coming for her. You want to be on the winning side, give us some information.
She fought off a whole city, assassinated half of a nation.
And then ran away without finishing the job.
He just laughs and says, "You don't even know what the job was, do you?" I don't even know, but he's like laughing and getting a little woozy from blood loss. I don't think she would have failed.
What would it take for you to give up the gnome? Name your price.
20 minutes fucking your mother.
Holy shit!
Jeez.
Wow, I just fucking drop him at the.
I lean in and I say, if you could find her, I'm always willing to make a deal. But short of
He
that,
spits blood at you.
yeah, I wipe it off and I say, got another price in mind?
Oh, I wish I could be there to watch you die.
Yeah, I stand back and I'm going to attempt to cast Lesser Gaius on him.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think... it's a will negate, and it's 7 or fewer hit dice.
Okay.
But I don't... He doesn't need to be my friend. I don't need... He doesn't have to feel like I'm friends with him for me to cast
No,
it.
you're just like you're force, influencing his mind.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you cast the spell, and what do you say? What do you do to try and convince this guy to help you?
I say... Well, okay, so let's imagine we would carry out some service or refrain some action or course decided by you. I look down at him and I say, I want you to get up and you're going to lead us to where the gnome is.
Okay.
16 is, I don't know if you rolled already, but...
Yeah.
By the way, and that's not 2 different courses of action. I say, I want you to lead us to
Yeah.
where the
I
gnome
got
is.
you. I got you. Yep. He laughs and says, "The gnome, of all the things, you want me to lead you to him? Why not? I'll get to see you die along the way, I'm sure." And he gets to his feet, holding his bleeding hand to his side, and says, "After you, my lord."
Okay. Yeah. I mount up my horse and I say, we're going. Let's go. We travel
Alright.
through the night.
Yeah, and I think we see as he starts walking into the woods leading you, and we fade away. We see Violet looking up at Kendra and saying, "I don't think cutting off the fingers was necessary." And she looks down and says, "I think we should have taken more fingers." Yeah, and you guys head off into the woods. Yeah. Yeah, and he starts just walking through the woods. Awesome. So cool. You guys start following his lead. Fawn and Caben, can I get survival checks, please?
Yes. What is that survival?
Oh wait, you said me as well?
Yep, Fawn and Caben.
There we go.
Oh dear.
God.
Okay. Cool.
Oh wow. Awesome.
I forgot how to ranger. No.
Worst
We get
Rangers
horribly
NA.
lost.
It's fine. It's fine.
Why?
Yeah, so this guy starts leading you along. And you're not super familiar with the route or anything, so he's just walking a trail in front of you. Yeah, he starts leading you deeper into the woods. And as he does, it starts actually heading to the south. The wood starts thinning out. And it starts getting murkier and murkier around here. It's kind of a swamp area. There's a lot of like cattails and swamp grass, patches of dry land in between bits of bog and other like watery areas. And it starts getting difficult to like lead your horses through this. Caben, you're kind of flying over the area, I assume.
Yeah, I'm on that swift wind.
Yeah, and from your vantage point, you can see as like you guys walk through the night. Dawn is starting to break,
Oh wow.
and you can see that you're heading like deeper and deeper into like a vast swamp area. And it doesn't look like it's gonna get easier going for the horses. It's probably going to get more difficult.
Okay.
So it's gonna be slow going.
Great.
Yeah, so you can probably help like pick a trail along the way that would be easy for people to navigate, but the horses are going to have a rough time.
Okay.
Hmm.
And Swiftwind can fly, so he's good, but
Sure.
Hold on. I may or may not have something special for my horse.
nice. Do you?
I'm not
This is
sure.
my horse.
How many horses do we have? Is it just?
I think you guys all have.
Oh,
okay.
oh. Oh,
Oh.
bonus.
Oh.
We you might have this too, Caben. Our bonus feat track. To find tracks or to follow them for 1 mile. Would this be considered following tracks or no? This might be somewhere where he came from
I
before.
think we're being led.
The survival checks, you mean?
Yeah, in terms, is this considered following tracks? Where this guy's leading
No.
us? Is he? Damn it! All right, never mind. Okay. Well, my horse is a war horse versus a regular horse. So could I traverse difficult terrain with it?
I mean, it's
Is-
bigger and stronger, but it's not necessarily. It's actually a little slower and heavier. So it can probably power its way through the swamp better, but it's gonna feel the effects of damp ground even more.
Damn it.
So I think it's kind of a wash.
All right. I guess we can tie up whatever horses we have at a certain point and leave them there. Or I can tell Firefoot to go back to town, I believe.
Yeah. Do you have? Because you can teach like your animals tricks. Does she have like a thing?
So, would you consider this the trick get help? If it means to go
So
to
why
town.
don't you read that?
Oh gosh, I have to open the Pathfinder one. Do you remember?
I have it linked. I have it linked.
Oh wait, it was really easy to Google. Never mind. It's okay. I got it. Get help. Where is it? GG. With this trick, a trainer can designate a number of creatures up to the animal's intelligence score as help. Ah, shit. It has to be like a person, it seems like.
Yeah. So I think
So it
think
would've
you
been the party.
designated the party as help.
Okay. Shit.
She goes over and starts tugging on Durian's sleeve.
Durian. Hold on. Let me see what other trick she knows. No. All right. Boo.
Yeah. You can definitely like tell her to. You
Yeah.
Can, like tell her to stay in an area. I think.
Yeah.
She had that.
Or would she be able to find her way home? Do you think? To the town?
Oh, she's. You can talk to her. So that might help. You
Okay.
can probably say go back the way you came, but yeah, I would say you maybe have a frustrating conversation and get the basic point across.
Okay. I'd just be like, Firefoot, in the town where the people are, where we were the other day, there's apples. Lots of apples.
I like apples.
I
All
know you
towns
do.
look the same. Which one were we in the other day? Was it the one with the smelly guards, or was it the one with the barley barrel that was 2 roads down? And you
Okay.
you have no idea what she's talking.
Yeah, I don't. Shit. I wouldn't be able to describe it well enough for her because she's dumb.
You could get her like she's real dumb, but she's smart enough that you could explain go to the road and go, follow the
Okay.
way we went, go to the road and go right, go towards the setting sun or whatever.
Okay. All right. So I would describe it in very dumb terms, like I'm talking to a small child,
Mhm.
and be like, go, and then, like I would tell her to like, stay or like heal or guard by a fence. Just tell her to find a fence,
Okay. Yeah.
and I will promise her that I will bring her lots of apples, lots of
Okay.
apples and some good oats.
Nice. Yeah, she's real dumb, but she's smart enough to think that that's a great
Food.
idea.
Food is
Yep.
a good motivator. I'm like,
Yep.
yes, go.
Cool. Yeah. Do you like hitch the other horses? Do you like tie them onto a train? Because like even
Yeah, that would
Violet's
probably
got
be
a
a good
little
idea.
pony.
Just
so-
like get them all in the same place.
Sure. Yeah. Everyone else agree to that plan?
Should we have someone stay with the horses? This is a bodyguard.
No, we should
Firefoot's
not.
got.
Yes. You can take one of the 8 characters you have available to fight the dragon and have them guard the horses. That's totally a thing you can do.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, Josh, you can leave Kendra here, right?
Oh, I was gonna say, I thought we were finding the gnome.
We don't know what we're going to find, frankly. Lesser
Okay.
Gaius, and I actually explain on the way that I turn to everyone and I say, well, he's leading us, and I cast a spell on him. I don't think Lesser Gaius is ruined by knowing that the recipient's under a spell.
No, because you tried it against me.
Place a
Once
magical
upon a time,
command to
tried.
carry out service as desired, and it can't be compelled to kill itself, perform acts that would result in certain death. It can cause almost any other course of activity, and it's given instructions that last the duration. And no, there's nothing about knowing that it's under a spell that removes the spell. Travis, would you agree with that assessment?
Yeah. You know how the spell works.
No, I'm just Jimmy hasn't really used
Yep.
it before, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
So I
And I
explain, I
think-
say, he's under a spell, but he still has his personality. He's not a drone. So he's either doing this on his own and tricking us, or he can still subvert it, but
And as you
He's
explain
a-
it, Violet goes, "Oh, a Gaius. That's really smart. What if he's, trying to kill us?"
it's better.
Point to side.
We're going somewhere, which seemed to be preferable to knowing nothing and going nowhere.
She says, "Oh no, he can totally be following your instructions, but that doesn't mean he's not leading us into a trap. As long as he's still doing the thing you told him to do."
I know, and that's what I'm trying to tell everybody.
Oh,
This could be a trap.
Oh shit.
So I turn to the 3 rangers. Thea's a ranger too, right?
I would assume.
Yeah, I
so.
turned to the 3
She's
rangers and I said, so let's make sure we pick the safest route possible from now on.
This is hey. I
Thea
was up in
shrugs
the air.
and says, "I left the scouting to the rook here."
I'm up in the air. This is all I can see is swamp. We are fighting.
We need to drain the swamp, okay? We need to get around this swamp by draining it.
That was so pre-election.
We will build
Whatever, dude.
Episode.
I'm going to drain the
Please.
swamp by putting all of the people in it into my cabinet.
Dude,
Okay, sorry. Back to D&D. It was too perfect. So Farland would kind of shrug and say, normally, I'm good at this, but I guess I'm just having an off day. All of this is just throwing me off. I wasn't expecting to fight all these Jackalwares. Especially
I
since
think-
last time I was turned into a man.
I think Kendra taps you on the shoulder, Nina, and she's pulled a turkey leg from somewhere, and she's like, "We're stopping to sleep soon, before we get into all the muck." I don't know about the rest of you, but Violet needs sleep to get the magic finger waggly
Oh.
stuff back.
Not necessarily a bad idea.
I say we get out of the swamp and then rest.
Yeah, you guys are just into the edge of it.
yeah, we haven't.
It was pretty quick that Caben realized, oh yeah, this is not gonna work.
When I was up in the air, how far do I see? How far to the end of the swamp or whatever?
I mean, you can see kind of the edge of the forest meeting the swamp, but it's a big area. It covers miles. You probably if you went up, you might have been able to see. You probably saw a lot of swamp and woods, and maybe a very very distant twinkling of ocean.
So
But that's
is the swamp in the woods? Is the swamp still there? It's not that's good ground to walk on.
yeah. So you guys, and you know this from just knowing the general area. You guys are about there.
Okay.
So you are on the edge of the swamp, which stretches for a good long time, probably up until the ocean. So you're somewhere on this end of it.
Okay, so if we were appropriate direction of what we're going by this hobgoblin, would it be
Yeah.
a day to
He's-
walk through the swamp? Would it be 2 days?
Probably a couple of days, just probably 2 or 3, because it's slow going. Probably
Sure.
somewhere between 2 and 4 days just to cut through it to the other side.
Okay. Durian, can we ask this guy questions, or is he just under the guise of that first direction that you gave him?
I've heard of it working different ways depending on how clever the creature is. He seems to be less of an automaton, but he is a spell on him. Or he's helping us. Ask him away. Ask away. It
that
won't
was-
affect it. His instructions are set.
Sure,
To lead us there. Not by the fastest way or the safest way. I should have maybe said.
Sure,
that,
that's
but-
fine. I guess. Okay, I turn to the hobgoblin and ask him, "Hey, the destination you're taking us to, is it inside this swamp?"
He's slowly wrapping his hand with a bit of torn cloth where his finger was removed. He looks at you and says, "Fuck your mother," and just keeps wrapping his hand.
Well, that was fun. My mother's a very
I
nice
mean,
lady,
I would
sir.
totally fuck him, but I need him awake. So
I know she
like
is.
it.
I saw her last week.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think that's
you
true.
did. I don't think
I
you
don't
did.
think that's true, friend.
I think you're lying. You're lying about your bravado with the ladies. Do you need help? Durian's
Just
pretty
slit
good.
my throat and be done with it.
Nah. If only so easy.
How about
Yeah,
if you
the
give us
bone.
clear instructions that we can believe, I will kill you quickly and end it, rather than drag you on a long trip through the swamp.
You wanted to find the gnome, right?
Yes.
I'm taking you right to him. I like my chances there better.
Is he in the swamp? Is he in this swamp?
He shrugs and says, "This is where we're going."
Alright. I wash my hands of the conversation and say, yeah, let's sleep outside the swamp for now.
Are we continuing on, my lord?
Nina, gag this guy.
No, leave him ungagged.
No. At night, if something happens, he's gonna shout. If we're
Something
sleeping,
happens, him shouting will at least wake us up.
Yeah. He could just watch us
I mean, we're
die.
gonna be on watch. There's no point in having him ungagged
And if
overnight.
a crocodile comes out and grabs him and tries to eat him, I'd like to know before he...
We're gonna be on watch. One of us gonna be on watch.
All right.
As you're
Gag
like
him.
arguing, he's like already pulling out a bedroll. And he's like, gagged or not, I don't want to sleep on the dirt.
Yeah, just gag him.
I'll take first watch. Oh, and I kick him a bit. You're staying up with me.
Hey, should be an enlightening conversation.
I don't like talking at night.
I don't like you talking at night either.
Strange, your mom was all about the pillow talk.
Is he talking to me or is he talking to Durian?
Just
It doesn't matter.
No,
He
I need
doesn't-
to know.
Yeah,
I
I'm just gonna
I
stop
think
putting
Durian
myself
said
in
the
between
talking at night thing, so
All right.
I guess it was directed towards him.
Good.
Yeah, I actually attempt to... I don't know that we need to roleplay. We can if you want, Travis. In the first watch, I attempt to have polite conversation with him. I ask about his family. Do you have any family?
The attempt fails.
Yeah, no, but I keep doing it
not-
just to... If I
Oh,
wanted it to
you're
fail, I do
annoying
it to
the
keep a
shit
note.
out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ask him about, like, brothers, sisters, and then I, like, make up... I'm like, yeah, I had a brother. He was a nice guy. And then I, like, tell, like, a long, mundane, banal, slightly feel-good story about this made-up brother. And then I say, like, oh, how about sisters? Did you have a... And I go on from that. Just to really get at him.
Yeah, and I think as you like get to the end of your story, he nods and says, "You're the only child of Dolan Burr and Drusilla Nilo."
Ooh.
And then he just lays down and turns his back to you and tries like sleeping on the ground.
Haven't thought about my mother's first name in a long time. Thanks. You want to know the only memory I have of her? And I, like, kick him awake again.
You're screaming my name in bed.
Why would I have a memory of that? Are you Dolan Burr?
I'm tired.
Are you my dad?
Are you Dad?
Are you my mom?
I keep bugging him, so we can keep going, Travis.
Yeah, like,
But-
are you trying to get something out of this interaction other than annoying
Just to piss him off.
Yeah.
Internally, that took me aback.
Awesome. Yeah. So, cool. Yeah, I guess you guys take shifts. You have plenty of people to do watch. And yeah, you wake up the next day rested and refreshed. So yeah, you can go ahead and refresh. It was 10 and 15 on the spells for the casters, and you're good to go.
Oh, that's right.
Before bed, Mizuti healed everyone up, by the way.
Thanks,
Great.
Mizuti.
Yeah, and I helped or whatever, doesn't matter.
Cool. Awesome. So yeah, what's the plan?
We keep going, I guess, Travis.
Going,
Unless somebody
following
has...
this guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's screwing us, but at least he's taking us somewhere. I don't think that was going to happen otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. So you guys continue on. He starts leading you, as you suspected, into the heart of the swamp. And I need a D100 from one person.
Me.
Allison.
94.
Oh, crap.
94. Awesome. Yeah, you guys make your way easily, and I think as he's going along, the hobgoblin is muttering to himself. Oh, hopefully they're ready for us. Yeah, no one knows what's good for him. He won't mistake his obligations. And since you rolled so well, can you give me a perception check, Fawn?
Hell yeah, I can. Fuck.
Yeah, you hear him
Fuck.
mumbling to himself, but don't get much out of it. It's swampy here. It's not pleasant. And it just sounds like hobgoblin grumbling to you. So
I would be like the cruel person leading him along. I don't want him to like me, so I'd probably like kick him every now and then, or like hit him with my gnasher's tooth, just to send a message that ain't nothing to fuck with or whatever. I don't know. We're Wu-Tang Clan now.
Nice. Yeah, I think after the like third or fourth time you do it, he looks back and says, "A little pinprick ain't gonna help you."
I would give him a quick slice on the arm, make him bleed, and say, "Oh, really?"
He looks down at it and just starts licking his arm as he goes.
I hope you like that arm.
Awesome. So you guys continue your dysfunctional but very successful progress. And
I make a mental note to cut off his arm later, once we're done with him.
Eventually, nice. You cut it off with the thing that's
No. When we're done with him, I said. Not yet.
So yeah, he leads you along in the swamp, and eventually he comes to what looks like a ruin. There's just some like sort of dilapidated structure that's like half tipped over in the swamp, and he says, "Do you want me to call the gnome, or should we go in and see him?"
Oh gosh.
He says, smiling at you, Durian. And then he continues walking towards it.
Stop him for a second, please.
What'd you say?
Stop.
I said stop him for a second,
Oh.
please.
Hold a second.
Durian.
He keeps walking. He says, "You wanted to come over here."
How far away is he
Durian.
from us?
He's
Couple feet,
he's just
yeah.
like he's not running. So,
Okay, I
You
just
go in.
I just grab his hand. I grab his arm to keep him from going.
Durian, a quick
oh,
word.
you don't want to stop me in my quest. And he like starts dragging you. He's not like being violent about it, but he's just being an ass.
Yeah, I
Like,
yank
starting
hard.
to drag you
I yank
through the
hard
mud.
and like
Guys,
pull him to the ground.
Tie him up. It only hurts him in the long term. Or in the short term, rather.
Okay.
He yanks harder, and Caben, give me a strength check.
Damn it! I thought I would. If he's not doing it, I thought I could get the drop on him. I have his crap strength.
He doesn't.
All right. I fall on my face in the swamp, and then Nina ties him up.
He like, because you grabbed his arm, he grabs you back and says, "You wanted to come over here," and he like yanks you off your feet and just starts dragging you through the mud.
Guys, we're
Like,
getting distracted. Just let him go.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
All
Durian.
right, let's go in. Can you just get yourself free, Caben? Come on. There's no time for planning.
He's dragging me right now.
Actually,
Yeah, he's like
He's dragging me away right now, guys.
Trip him. Do something. You're not like.
Durian. A second, quickly. I whisper something in your ear very quickly.
What?
Josh, what?
Turn me invisible now.
Okay, I tap Nina invis, and then I run up and I dispel Lesser Gaius.
Oh no.
You
Is it
dispel
dispellable?
Mhm.
I don't think
until
Gaius is dispelled.
until discharged. That doesn't mean dispelled. That means
No,
fulfilled.
the D there means you can dispel it.
Yeah, well, I dispel it, or
Awesome. He immediately jumps on you, Caben, and like dunks your head under the water and starts trying to strangle you.
Hey,
What do you
What
do?
are you doing anyway?
I told you he was dragging me away. What do
You
you
just
want?
I'm being dragged away. Help me! Help me! Help me!
I rolled a roll to not be dragged and I failed. What do you want me
Okay.
to do?
I mean,
Yeah. So Caben, he's holding you under the water and choking you. What's your combat maneuver defense?
Ugh. CMB defense?
Good,
Yeah. CMD. It'll be on your
CMD?
character sheet, right around you. AC.
Under HP and AC.
Yeah, I mean, I see CMD. Is there a certain one for defense? Or just CMD. D is for defense.
D.
Okay, 25.
Yes.
Sorry.
25. All right, yeah, he's not like he just dunked you under, and he's not choking you hard enough to hurt you yet, but he's holding you underwater.
Right.
The rest of you see this. What do you do?
Apparently, it's my
I think
fault.
Kendra's-
So
Kendra's just gonna probably walk over there with her sword still sheathed, but she's gonna take up a sword and just whack the guy across the back of the head.
Okay, yeah, Kendra just like flat blades him.
Yeah,
and
I
knocks
run
him
over
into-
too. We all go over and beat him. Like we're not just like one at a time walking
Okay,
over and
Yeah,
attempting
he,
to.
he just like starts fight. Like he's trying to fight you as best he can. Do you subdue him again or do you kill him?
Just subdue him for now, for the moment.
Okay. Yeah, we see this scene with like him unconscious and Caben just like drenched in muck, just foul smelling swamp
how
goo.
where are we right now? What are we looking at again?
Yeah, he was walking towards this kind of like crumbled structure. There's like half a wall and it's sort of like leaning badly to one side. And that's where he was he was leading you towards.
Okay.
What do you
Whatever's in there knows we're coming. So we have a brief moment. Nina, I don't even know that you being invisible helps right now.
No
But-
words are said.
Yeah. But you hear like a clank clank as she like shifts.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't make you silent. It just makes you impossible to see.
yeah.
So
right.
what are you guys doing?
I'm like, so
I'm wiping
the
them up.
gnome's here. He was definitely under the spell, at least as far as we know. But we don't know what we're against. Let's just stay on our toes. And next time, Caven, I wouldn't try to like single-handedly go and whatever. Do we kill him now, or is there a reason to keep him alive?
Why did you?
In case he's lying to us, we keep him alive.
This whole
Kevin.
ruin. These ruins could be huge. We don't have no idea where we're going.
Yeah,
We
right,
know
right
it's
now
in
you
here.
just see kind of like a single building.
Caven,
so-
we know
okay.
we know
Not so
there's
huge. Maybe not
we
so
know
huge.
it's in here. He was moving off regardless. We're at our destination. It might be better to not have him as a liability. He could lead us to him while calling out every nasty thing that's in there upon us as he goes along.
Right. We could. It's over now. It's fine. Let's if he's dispelled and we subdue him. There's no point in bringing him in with us if he's not under the.
Great.
dais.
Faunolin, please.
Sorry, dealing with a problem on Discord. Could you
No.
repeat that?
Faunolin, please just end him. We don't need him anymore.
Okay, yeah,
Wait,
absolutely.
Can I? Because he put me in the swamp. It'll make
Yeah,
it
sure, absolutely.
A little bit better. All right.
I mean, you have a
Okay,
sword.
Caven, you can drain the swamp.
Draining the swamp. All right, I kill him.
Okay, yeah, he is dead. He is now dead.
Okay, and then I take his head and throw it far away into the swamp, so it's sinking.
Nice. Yes, his head is now almost as dirty as you are.
Oh, great. That makes me feel a little bit better. I still feel pretty mad.
Nice.
All right.
But Travis, can I tell Kendra something as well? Before we actually go inside? While I'm
Josh,
invisible?
you don't have to ask to be able to say things
Yeah.
to people. Go ahead.
I was just I just want to tell her to make as much noise as physically possible in her armor
Wait, what?
You want me to be
when she's moving
loud?
around.
Whoa, hold
Yeah. Well, to mask my sound, while I'm invisible.
on. Just walk next to her.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of the gist of what I'm going to be doing.
Well, I mean, like, if you walk next to her, they're not going to be able to, like, say, hey, that's 2 sets of armor. Like, if she makes more noise, we're going to be heard more often. Let's just walk normal.
You know what I mean? Like, I want her to sort of help me be invisible.
Yeah. Kendra just holds up an arm. She's like, "I'm loud. It's fine. Just whatever."
I do a thumbs up that
Yeah.
she doesn't see.
Let's
Awesome.
not make
She
more
does not
noise.
see it.
So, it's a single building, Travis?
Yeah, you just see kind of like a half crumbled structure. And that's kind of it. It's just like surrounded by swamp.
Is it, how
Um,
big is it, like, I don't know, church chapel sized? Is it a
Yeah,
house sized?
you're looking at something that's maybe at one time 20 by 40. Like half of like half the structure is just gone. It's just
Okay.
crumbled into bricks that are laying half submerged in the swamp. There's like a couple of walls at one corner and like a collapsed in roof, and that's it. Like that's kind of all you see.
Seems really small. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
you're
wasn't
looking
saying
at
to
like
you.
the.
I was thinking
Yep,
to the
you're
party.
looking at like the corner, the little bit that's still kind of standing, so you can't really see what's on the other side at this point.
Yeah.
What do you guys do?
Guess we're going inside.
I guess
I mean, should we be a little bit more careful about just walking straight inside?
yeah, I was gonna say we stealth towards and get a better idea.
Yeah,
During
yeah.
our
I was
fun?
gonna say I don't think it's a good idea to just walk right in.
Should we stay together?
You
Should
can
we
try.
two groups around different sides or?
I think that flanking would be a good idea. I think that we shouldn't all go into the same place in case there's a trap of some sort. I don't want to potentially just walk in and die.
Yeah. I don't either. That's good.
Thoughts on from everyone else?
Yeah,
Sounds
let's
good.
go.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess it sounds like we're gonna flank it.
Awesome. Yeah, you guys do the circle strafe around it. And you look in and you can see there's like a half collapsed roof, dumped into this thing, like some rotted timbers that have been gone for, quite a while. And yeah, it just looks like a couple of half walls and not a whole lot else.
Okay. I don't even know what to do now. I thought there would be something.
Can we take 10 and just give a quick search around, Travis?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just like
absolutely.
I think
Yeah.
we just did.
Yeah, you guys like circle around it and don't see anything. So are you like going in and looking around?
Yeah.
I guess that's the question.
I lead us in, yeah.
Awesome. Cool. So can I get a straight D20 from Caben and Fawn
Sure can.
and I guess Thea?
Straight D20. Okay.
Yep.
9 for me.
17.
And one more for Thea. So-
Allison, that's you.
I knew that. I was like, Thea, Thea. What? 9 again? No.
Okay.
So apparently the high elf represents.
No.
The master- the master
we're,
race.
We're like whispering to each other and very distracted.
Yeah, so you are, but Caben, you do notice that there is a like a hidden trapdoor on the floor here.
Is this the
Um,
first time that stupid elf thing has worked this campaign?
Well, it certainly didn't work in that tomb. But yeah, you guys like investigate around and check it out, and you just get like the sense that something's not right, and you're kind of like looking around, checking out the floor, and you notice that like the bricks in the floor, everything in here looks ancient. Like it's just crumbled away. Half the building doesn't even have a floor anymore. The stone is like sunken down. But like in this one section, instead of the bricks being, alternated, they're like cut off so that there's like a very clear, once you see it, square on the floor.
Okay. I tell the rest of the party, hey, look what I found. I outline the little square.
I tap Thea and I'm like, look.
What? I don't see anything.
And I kind of like, I go up to it and I like trace it with my hand.
Yeah. Is it a button I press, or is it like actually like a thing I lift for a door?
Yeah, you like check around, and you find that one of the stones on the floor is jutting out slightly, and you can just get your fingers underneath and like pull it like a hatch. It's heavy, but you point it out to Kendra and she like muscles it open for you.
Okay, then I guess yeah. I show her that and I show everyone else and I don't know, give it a little countdown and we heft it up.
Awesome. Yeah, she hefts it up, and upon pulling it, you see that there is a stairwell going down, but it only goes down like halfway, and the thing opens up like this much, and it seems to just it opens up into a hallway that goes half into and out of the room. Like, the thing opens up into an area that is like the TARDIS. It's bigger and it expands straight into thin air.
Sure. Okay. Bigger on the inside.
Yes. Yeah, you look on one side and there's like a hallway, and you look on the other side and there's air like on the other side of this trapdoor.
Well, Kendra, you were talking about wiggly magic stuff, right?
She looks at you, looks back at this thing, like takes out her sword and just like looks where the hallway should be, and like wiggles her sword in the air. Like,
That's great. I like it.
she just shrugs and sheathes it again. Like, you seen this kind of shit, V? She nods and says, "That's powerful magic, old magic. This place is ancient."
Any way we could, I guess me, I don't want to speak for other people. Any way I can do some kind of check to know any more about these ruins, the origins, what it was. I don't have a lot of actually. Caven's dumb as shit. So
Wait a second.
He's good
Did you
at
say
for
this-
knowledge. He has nature, geography, and dungeoneering. So probably not.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
could you say this could be dungeoneering? No.
Not to know what it is, but yeah.
You're trying to find the history of this place.
Yeah, I don't have.
So I think that might be a history roll. I don't think you're gonna finagle me into
I don't-
dungeoneering. Like,
I don't have
your
history,
dungeoneering roll is going to get, holy shit, this is a weird magical like area warping thing.
I turned to someone on the party and, do you have history? Do you know? Are you a historian? No. Okay.
I do. I mean, yeah.
Yes. Nudge. Nudge.
Yeah, I look in and... So we're looking at some sort of magical illusion, right? Travis?
It looks like it looks like more of what you'd see from a bag of holding. It's not an illusion. It's like an extra dimensional space that's bigger on the outside than inside.
Oh.
Bigger on the inside than outside.
Yeah, can I, instead of making a history roll,
Well-
make a planes roll, please?
So you can do planes with this, but history check for like what the actual ruins are. That's what I was talking about.
So planes doesn't qualify here. Arcana or history.
Arcana.
Like, do you want to know more about the magic or more about the place you're in? Pick one of those.
I mean, I guess I'll just do history real quick.
Whatever
Okay.
you're better at, or you choose. Stop letting me backseat play.
12.
Yeah, I
History.
mean, like you're right on the border of Cien and Ariadnish. You don't, I guess, know a whole lot about this area. The ruins themselves are made of stone, which would point more towards humans or dwarves. Elves tend to make their their buildings out of more wood and more natural, like even living materials. But that's kind of all you get.
Yeah, and I look at Violet and I say, you know anything about the magic of this? I don't know anything about this place.
Yeah, she's already looking and she's like, this is impressive stuff. Ancient work, very powerful. Can you not feel that? The magical energy radiating off of it?
I can feel
Someone
it. I
with a
don't
lot of
recognize it.
talent did this.
What's unsettling is that this seems to...
Maybe your dragon friend.
Yeah,
this seems to
I'm
go
worried
somewhere
by that.
else. So we haven't... Is there something to walk through, Travis? I'm kind of confused.
Yeah,
it's
it's like a stairway going down, but as the trapdoor opens, it like opens into it goes flat up and then opens into a descending hallway that like cuts through what is thin air on the other side of the door. So, yeah, it's like a stairwell down into a hallway that you can walk right in. It's pretty wide. It's like wider than the
So
trap
there's
door.
nothing clearly that we're passing through from one side to the other of anything. It's just suddenly is revealed of a weird passage that kind of cuts through the visual of.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a hole in space.
I
Yep.
say,
It's like this little trap door opens into like a full-size 10-foot wide hallway.
well, I turn around and I address everybody and I say, I still stand by my statement that the hobgoblin wouldn't help us anymore now anyway. So we either just go in here now, because it's leading us somewhere important, and we're maybe walking to a trap, but we were maybe always walking to a trap, or we turn around and we leave and we look for another avenue. I mean, that's it.
Let's get going.
This is what
I
we're
just
gonna
start
get.
walking down the hallway, invisible.
Well,
What, Josh? I'm sorry?
I said, let's get going. You can hear me start walking down the hallway while invisible.
Yeah, you like clank, clank, clank down the stairs. As you do, like you go in and the hallway is like lit. There are these burning sconces on the side. You don't see like a ball of tar and pitch and whatever, or like a usual torch. They're just kind of lit. The fire sort of radiating light off of them, and it seems to be like spaced out through the hallway so that it's fairly easy to see. Like I said, it's wider on the inside than it is outside, so it's you can easily walk 2 or 3 people side by side as you go down it. And as you do, the air quality down here seems like a lot different than in the swamp. It's cooler. It's far less humid. Even if the air had been coming in underground, it would be really humid down here, and it's not. And as you walk down the hallway a bit more, it comes to a fork in the road. There is a left path and a right path.
Ugh.
And I think that's a good decision to visit after we get back from break.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Switch, we're going to
Alrighty.
take a quick break and be back to the final portion of our show tonight. So, yes, right?
Well,
I can only go to about 11:30, so another hour.
good.
and
That's what I
50.
was gonna ask because I need to stop at 11:30.
Yep. At the latest, so.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right, cool. Well, we'll see you back in a little bit.